welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. My channel? Well, I'm all about crochet. Yeah, well, sometimes we might talk about yarn, or a new gadget, or something fun happening in the yarning community. You just never know what we're going to talk about. We may talk about my life, or a book, or a movie, or sports. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Monday with me. It is September 29th. I cannot believe this month has absolutely flown by. I really appreciate all of you stopping in. Everybody have a good weekend. It was a fun weekend around here, let me tell you. Some good, some bad, mostly good. Every single one of the teams that we root for, won. The Cubs won, and they're going to the playoffs. The Sox won and ended their season, mercifully. But they still won, okay? So they won. Notre Dame won big Saturday morning. IU about gave me a heart attack, but they won on Saturday afternoon. Tennessee won on Saturday afternoon. Then yesterday, the Bears won in dramatic fashion. Almost gave me a heart attack, but they won. And the Blackhawks actually won a preseason game. So 7 out of 7 for us this weekend. It was fun. We didn't watch the Blackhawks game, but I was getting alerts on my phone. It was a fun sports weekend. So that was the good. The bad is sometimes lupus fog is a real thing. RA fog. If you know, you know. I got up and I made Tom and I during halftime on Saturday of the Alabama, Georgia. No, we were watching the Penn State Oregon game. Got up at halftime and made us each a bowl of ice cream. We were eating ice cream in bed. I got up yesterday morning to melted ice cream all over my counter and all over my floor. I forgot to put the ice cream away. And my cats had a field day. They knocked one of the containers of ice cream, and Tom gets the Breyer's Carb Smart that has no carb, or like 4 carbs and 4 grams of sugar, so it doesn't screw up his stuff. And it's really good ice cream, and he likes it. Yeah, melted all over the floor. Kitten paws all over the kitchen floor. Yeah, they had fun on Sunday night, or Saturday night into Sunday. I was like, seriously? I cannot believe that I did not put the ice cream away. Oh, what are you gonna do? So, I mean, I could laugh or I cried. I laughed and I cleaned up the mess. So yeah, what are you gonna do? You have cats and your brain doesn't work all the time. You leave ice cream out, and I couldn't figure out why they were bouncing off the walls. Well, now I know. Sugar high for the cats. Wonder if I should have installed a camera to watch them act like lunatics. They were really, really. I was like, what are they doing? I could hear them. So anyway, that was my weekend. Yikes. But my weekend also included crochet. As you can see, I'm wearing it, you guys. I finished my Silver Lake shirt. I'm going to pop some pictures in here because, well, let's face it, there's not a lot of room for me to stand up and turn around, and if I did, my behind would be in the camera, and yeah, we don't want that. So I'm going to pop these pictures in, front and back view, and you can see. But I think I did a really good job of matching up the stripes. The stripes are pretty well color coordinated. I love the sleeves. The sleeves are perfectly long enough. I didn't want to make them overly long because this is gonna stretch. This is cotton. It's gonna stretch out. But you can see I got the visible sleeve, or the visible seam here, and front and back, and on the sleeves again. I didn't do it here because it's a drop sleeve and I thought it would look silly. So to do, because when I did this seaming, I did single crochet, you know, like when you're putting together, you go inside loop, so that you have that visible seam, right? And you can see it like inside loop, inside loop. This, I just did slip stitch around. So what I did was I made these came in flat panels. I seamed it up, and then in the round, I slip stitched it. So you got a little bit of a visible seam, but not quite as pronounced as the seam here. And I didn't do a visible seam here either. This I sewed inside out, so that there was no visible seam here. I think that would have felt uncomfortable on my shoulders, so I didn't do a visible seam on the shoulders. But you got a little bit here, very pronounced on here, and then of course in the middle, on the front and the back. The V's a little low. I'm not mad at it. The whole point of this is a layering piece. I have a tank top underneath, and it's chilly this morning. What's it like outside? Well, it's 78 degrees outside, but inside my house, it's probably a little bit cooler than that. It's probably like 68, 69 degrees in the house. So it's chilly. And that's Florida for you. In the mornings, it's chilly. This is I'm going to throw this on over whatever I'm wearing underneath, and it's very boxy, very sweatshirty. I have no illusions that this thing is not going to expand and grow as the more I wear it, but that's okay. It's going to be all right. And if I have to, I'll tack it up if it gets to be too unbearable. Right now, I'm comfortable with where it's at. I think it fits well. It's very boxy. It's very roomy. Again, what I'm looking for, I wanted that boxy sweatshirty feel to it. I did modify the sleeves well, not slightly, a lot. They had the sleeves like up here at where it's attached. It's 64 stitches. They had the cuff starting out at 50 stitches, and then just doing increases every fourth row until you got to 64 stitches, and then continuing with 64 stitches. I did not want bell sleeves. I did not want big sleeves. So I actually did some mathing. I cut the sleeves down, and I even, when I did the cuffs, you can see I did a little bit of ribbed cuff because the bottom is ribbed. I did 2 rows of the ribbed cuff. I did it in a 7mm hook with 30 stitches. Then I switched to the 9mm hook, and I did increases every 4 until I got about here. Then I started increasing every other row until I got to this seam. Then I increased till I got to 64, and then I did 2 more rows of 64. So yeah, it's not how the pattern was written for the sleeves, but that is the one thing I didn't want. I don't like big, loose, poofy sleeves. I wanted my sleeves to be a little bit fitted, so I think I did it good. I think it turned out really well. Even though, you know, I color coordinated as best I could. It kind of matches. I mean, like when I'm sitting here, the color blue matches up. So I think it turned out pretty cool for me. I gotta show you. This is what's left of the last 2 balls that I had of the cotton number 5. Color controlling this was a lot of pulling and a lot of pulling stuff out. No 2 balls were ever the same. Some would have extra of this light green. Some had hardly any of this blue. I was pulling from one or another to try to get it. I had 6. This is what I'm left with. Now, this is not going to go to waste. This is going to go into another project, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. This is what I have left of the 11th cake of the billow yarn that I had from We Crochet. I went to look on their website to see if I can get more in this. It's called, the color's called Natural. They don't have it in this color anymore. They do have it in a lot of other colors, but they don't have it in this color anymore. So I have this one and one more full cake left, or one more full skein left. Probably make something with it. Maybe a tote bag or something. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what's left of that. I used, like I said, I used a 7mm hook. Is this the 7? Yep. I used a 7mm hook for just the ribbing on the sleeves. The rest of it, I used a 9mm hook with cords to do the panels. And I'm thrilled, you guys. It's exactly what I was hoping it would turn out to be. Now, if you have been here for a while, you know the saga of this shirt. I started out doing this. I was doing it as a challenge with Jackie from Crochet ADHD. We challenged each other to do a knit pattern, and this is a knit pattern, and turn it into a Tunisian pattern. And then, yeah, it languished. I was supposed to have this finished for February of 2025 for when I went to the Fiber Fun in the SIP. I was doing it in a DK weight. It didn't work out. I had to pivot, and I wanted to get this done. This was part of one of the projects. I'm going to get this done in September. My whips, wasn't going to start any new whips. I'm going to get this done thing for September. So I had to pivot, and I decided I was going to do it in the bulky yarn, and I'm glad I did. I think this turned out oh, I have an end. Okay, we're going to have to mess around with that. I have to fix that. Nobody likes ends sticking out. So I'm really glad that I pivoted, that this is a bulky yarn sweater. It's warm, it's comforting. I'm going to be taking this on our trip to Arizona this spring, because I'm sure through Texas and in the mountains in Arizona, it's going to be chilly at night. This is going to be the perfect companion layering piece for our trip, because first of all, this thing's going to be able to stand anything, rolled up, thrown on the bed, put in a bag. It's going to be perfect. It is going to be pilly. It already is. And it's going to end up stretching. I'm aware. I don't care. It's not, it's going to be that comfy hug that you need either in the mornings or at the end of the day. It's going to be perfect. I'm so thrilled with it. I was starting to have my doubts when I was trying to, all the ends, and I was really struggling here with it towards the end. And I kept thinking to myself, I'm never going to get this done. I'm never going to get this done. I'm never going to get this done. But I got it done, and I'm thrilled. So this got done. So my September list was, this got done. This blanket got done. This is a BOGGY blanket. So this one got done. And my lighthouse shawl, I always pick this one up the wrong way, got done. And I managed to squeeze in the Judy's Creations and Crochet butterfly mal. That got done. So I got, of the 6 projects, 2, 3, 4, of the 6 projects I had for September, I got 4 done. I'm not mad. Now, the circle smiley face blanket, it'll get done eventually. And the granny square blanket will get done eventually. I was working on that last night before I was falling asleep, watching the Packers game. So that's in the bedroom, but it's getting there. Last I measured it, it was about 30 inches. So I have, you know, a little bit more to go, 10 to 12 rows to go. And I want to put a picot border on it. So I got a little bit to go on that one. And then I'll pull out the dreaded smiley face. But anyway, I think I did well. You know, 4 out of 6 projects done. I'm not complaining. So I said to you, I'm not gonna waste this, right? I'm not starting my sock project until next week. I'm giving myself the rest of this week to try to just decompress a little bit, but you know me, I gotta have something on my hook. So I'll be working on that, the granny square blanket, but I wanted to do something quick and fun. And I've been watching Brianna Kay on her channel. She and on her Facebook page, she has a pattern out for her pumpkins using her wheat stitch. Now, I made mittens using the wheat stitch last year at Christmas, and I loved the stitch. I loved the look of it, and she's done pumpkins. So I'm going to make pumpkins out of cotton, and these are the colors that I'm going to use. And these are all, well, one of them's I love this yarn. I love this cotton. 2 are Joann's. But these are the colors of my pumpkins. I like this one. I think this will be pretty. This one will be interesting. This one is called Cinnamon Cedar. This is the, I love this cotton. This one is called Santa Fe, and this is a K&C. And this one is called Zion. It's also a K&C. So I'm going to make some pumpkins for fall decorations, and then I'm going to use this to stuff it. But I am going to go to the dollar store because I want the bases weighted. So I'm either going to go get some of like the decorative sand or some of the decorative rocks so that I can put that in the base. And then I'll put like a piece of, like a cut out a round piece of cardboard or something to put in the bottom. I thought about, now hear me out, like a jar lid, and then put the weighted something in the jar lid and then stuff the rest of it with the stuffing, and then cinch up the bottom of the pumpkin around the jar lid so you can't see the jar lid, close it up so it's more of a flat surface. I'm gonna play around with it. I'll let you know what I come up with. I may just do a piece of cardboard just to give it a flatter surface to sit so it doesn't flop around. These will probably have to stay in here because if I put them out, my cats are gonna think they're toys and they'll be all over the house. So they'll end up being in here somewhere. But I'm gonna try at least one. I wanna do 3. I think it'd be cool to see the different colors. And I think I have somewhere in my cotton pile, I know I do, I have like a really pretty burnt orange that was a cotton from Hobby Lobby. I might grab a solid color too, because I think that would be pretty. But we'll talk about that on Wednesday. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Here we are, the end of September, and I got 4 out of 6 projects done, and I'm pretty proud of myself. So I hope you guys joined in, got some of your whips done. We'll do this again. I liked grabbing my whips and saying, no more new projects, we're getting the whips done thing. I really like doing that. So I'm gonna go fix this little thing that's hanging out here. I'm going to go make myself some coffee. Haven't even had coffee yet this morning. And I'm going to get started on my day. Everybody, have a great week. You know, maybe take some time for yourself. Give yourself a little pat on the back. You made it through another week. You made it through another month. Here we go. Welcome to October, coming up real soon. One more day and then it's October. Tomorrow's Tom's birthday. So we're going to hang out and have a good time with him. Hopefully he's feeling better. I might make him a cake. Probably not. He won't eat it. I feel like I should do something, but he won't eat it. So anyway, but you know what? I'm going to let you go. Have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourself. Give yourself a little bit of grace. But above all, be kind to everyone because you just never know what they're going through. And I'll talk to you tomorrow for Tunisian Tuesday.